Obstruction is a physical thing.
Would you like to go to jail for obstruction?
Obstruction is a physical thing.
Would you like to go to jail?
Not freedom of speech. You know, that's constitutionally protected, right? Detained for what?
I'll take that.
Detained for what? What am I being detained for? What am I being detained for? What am I being detained for? I'm listening. What am I being detained for? Please report. What am I being detained for?
This traffic stop cost cops $1 million after legendary player Warren Sapp, who was not even the driver of the car or the person receiving the ticket, got jailed.
All right, come over here. All right, I'm giving you a citation, okay? 63 and a 35. That's unacceptable, man. That's almost double the speed limit.
Like I said, we're part of the rally. We're having fun.
You can be part of the rally or you can live in town. I completely understand, but going almost double the speed limit is a little unacceptable.
No, like you said, he was a faster speed over there, and then we didn't
I understand that when you come over the overpass, from the overpass, it drops from 45 to 35. I'm just educating you. 3, you can take it to court. I don't mind going to court. It's my job. All right?
Is this a point?
Yeah. Unless you want to fight it, you're more than welcome to. All right? But it's a $248 ticket.
But this is points, though, right?
Yes.
But if you do the traffic school, it takes the points off.
Sapp, like any thinking citizen, asked the officer to explain the belligerent attitude. He was neither yelling nor resisting. He was simply talking.
How many of us?
With the amount of traffic, I'm trying to educate you, man. And with the amount of traffic that's coming through town,
63 is not double 35.
Okay, well, 63 is what I got him on my radar. Go ahead and take it to court because it's on my body cam. Okay, but you're almost double. Okay, but you're going over the speed limit.
I got that, but you said doubling the speed limit.
Okay.
You didn't double the speed limit.
Okay, well I got him. Okay, well I got him, and I wrote for what I got was 63. Okay, so I said what I said, but I didn't write him for double, did I? I wrote him for
no, but what you're saying is incorrect.
As tensions increased, reinforcements were called, and not just 1 or 2 reinforcements. They called for 20 cops. Consider that. 20 policemen to deal with an unarmed individual pulled over during a traffic stop.
Future reference through this
You like to be correct, that's all. Faction. Hold on, stop at what?
You guys have no
What you telling me to do what? What you mean, stop what?
Are you serious? You want to go to jail today?
63, but I don't know.
Would you like to go to jail for obstruction?
How do you get me?
Obstruction is a physical thing.
Would you like to go to jail for obstruction?
Obstruction is a physical thing.
Would you like to go to jail?
You do know that, right?
I know the law.
Obstruction is a physical thing. What did I do that physically
You're obstructing her from doing her job.
What did I physically do? It's a physical action.
No, it's not either.
Obstruction is a physical action.
If you don't see
Not
your
freedom of speech. Not freedom of speech. You know, that's constitutionally protected, right?
And then they arrest Mr. Sapp, a legend just for raising question about police behavior.
Yeah, that's right. What's your name, 588.
If you don't give me your name during the investigation, that's obstruction.
What's your name? What's your name and badge number?
Coon Fair, 734.
Coon Fair. All right, 734. Detained for what?
I'll take that.
Detained for what?
The police officers charged that Warren Sapp was obstructing justice. Obstructing what, you might ask? Warren was neither impeding nor committing a crime. He was speaking. It appears that to these police officers, asserting one's rights is itself a crime.
What am I being detained for? What am I being detained for? What am I being detained for? I'm listening. What am I being detained for? Please report. What am I being detained for?
We got cameras just like you got.
No, hey, is it rolling?
Everything's rolling, yeah.
I got you.
Audio, video,
You
recording.
ain't got to hold me that hard, brother. I'm right here. I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting. I'm just standing here. Why you got to grab me like that? What am I being detained for?
I'll explain that in a second, sir.
In the face of Sapp's challenge, the power of their ego got the better of them. Their true motivation did not lie in the enforcement of the law, but in gaining dominance. Instead of a lawful arrest, what followed was revenge.
You know this is affecting the arrest.
This is a detainment.
You're applying force right now.
No, I'm not.
To impede an investigation, I have to do something physical, not talk. That's a freedom of speech. That's a constitutionally protected activity. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Everybody right here, no, you didn't. You said, do I want to go to jail? And I said, for what? So we gonna see. You still ain't answered about the detainment, sir.
You're being detained, and I'll answer that in just a second. What are you detaining?
Hold on. No, wait. This gonna be fun.
Everyone needs to step back.
You need some tape, don't you? There you go.
Sapp was then handcuffed in the presence of a large gathering and removed from the scene. He did not offer any resistance. He did not retaliate against the police brutality that he was experiencing. This was an ideal instance that all Americans should emulate in such circumstances.
Guys, you know this is force, right? 1983 lawsuit. Deprivation of rights under the color of law. I haven't done anything. Not a thing. Not a thing. Not a thing. Not exactly. Hold on. He's going to answer that for us, right, officer?
Why are you arresting me?
You know it's illegal for you to watch him do this. Yeah, I am. Right? This is force. This is force. Absolutely. What am I being detained for?
Until I can get your name, that's what we're going to do. You're being detained.
What am I being detained for?
A millionaire like Warren Sapp, who can afford his attorney and publicist, is considered a high-profile victim. Nevertheless, one should take into account that there are many more cases of people who suffer from abuse but receive no attention at all.
Hold on. You didn't explain it. What am I being detained for?
Okay, I was talking.
No, I'm asking. What am I being detained for? I can resist the unlawful arrest, but I'm not. Because Supreme Court, I have handcuffs on me, and you haven't told me why am I being detained. Why am I being detained? I can stand right here. I'm not being detained. I'm being detained. I'm just standing here. Why would I get in the back of your car?
Because I'm surrounded by about 20, 30, 40 people. It's not a safe situation.
It's a safe situation. Ain't nobody doing anything. Nobody's doing anything. I'm right here, dog. All right. You haven't answered me. Why am I being detained?
Because you obstructed her investigation.
That's a physical act, right? Obstructing is a physical act.
The crime that he was charged with? Obstruction, a very serious crime indeed. However, what was he really obstructing? It was the crucial power that the policeman had, which was his capacity to manage the story and make it unfold his way, in the courtroom and out of it.
I'm talking to two other officers. I don't have to answer you. I'm not getting in that car. Why am I getting in that car?
Stop resisting. Get back.
That's all I want to know. Where's the
Sit
supervisor?
down.
Can I get a supervisor?
Sit down.
Can I get a supervisor?
Sit down.
That's you?
You have anything in your pockets?
They had already formed an opinion even before they heard one complete sentence. This is not how law enforcement works. This is dictatorship. This cannot be allowed in the USA.
I don't search. I don't consent to any searches.
Well, you are detained.
I am being detained for what? Where's the supervisor? Please,
Stand up.
please. No, I'm good. Right? You told me to sit.
Stand up.
You told me to sit. I'm gonna sit.
Stand up.
You told me to sit. I'm gonna sit.
Stand up.
Can you get a supervisor, please?
Stand up.
Can I get a supervisor, please?
Stand up.
Can I get a supervisor, please? Brother,
I need to search your
brother. I don't consent to any searches.
You are detained.
For what?
Because you
For
obstructed.
what? I got my man. For what?
Incident to arrest.
Who?
Incident to arrest.
What is that?
Search you.
What is that? You said I'm being detained. I'm actually...
It also indicates a wider problem in policing. It's not a one-off occurrence, but rather a trend wherein the police officer always sides with his fellow police officer when there's any wrongdoing. The truth is that cases where a police officer gets fired for making a false arrest are extremely uncommon.
Why am I being detained? Can I get a
already
supervisor?
told you why.
Why?
You
Because I didn't give you my name?
You need to give
You
us
said
a name.
because I didn't. No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I have the right to
When
remain
I ask you
silent.
to leave
Sir,
and move
sir,
back,
sir,
you do not.
Sir, none of that was asked of me.
Please get in the car.
Can I get a supervisor? Can I get a supervisor? I need a supervisor because he told me I'm being detained because I didn't tell him my name.
Yes, that's obstruction.
That's
sir.
obstruction.
Obstruction is a physical
That is
act.
obstruction. Stand up. I need
Supervisor,
to
please.
stand up.
Give me a supervisor,
All right,
please.
you're under
Give me a
arrest.
supervisor,
You are
please.
under arrest.
I'm in the car.
Stand up.
I'm already in
Stand
the car.
up. Stand up.
I'm already in the car, sir. Can I get a
Stand
supervisor?
up. I need to search
Can I
your
get a
pockets.
supervisor, please? Hi, brother. What's going on, man? I asked him why am I being detained.
Many legal scholars have described this as a typical case of wrongful arrest. The police had no reason to take him into custody and send him to the prison.
Why am I being detained? Can I
I
get a
already
supervisor?
told you why.
Why?
You
Because I
obstructed.
didn't give you my name?
You need to give
You
us
said
a name.
because I didn't. No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I have the right to
When
remain
I ask you
silent.
to leave
Sir,
and move
sir,
back,
sir,
you do not.
Sir, none of
Yes.
that was asked of me.
Please get in the car.
Can I get a supervisor? Can I get a supervisor? I need a supervisor because he told me I'm being detained because I didn't tell him my name.
Yes, that's obstruction.
That's
sir.
obstruction.
Obstruction is a physical
That is
act.
obstruction. Stand up. I need
Supervisor,
to
please.
stand up.
Give me a supervisor,
All right,
please.
you're under
Give me a
arrest.
supervisor,
You are
please.
under arrest.
I'm in the car.
Even in such an unjust situation, Sapp remained unusually calm. He decided to keep his cool as the imperfections of the system would come to light on their own. with patience came the truth, as chaos became a mirror for injustice.
I'm already in the car.
Stand up.
I'm already in the car, sir. Can I get a
Stand
supervisor?
up. I need to search
Can I
your
get a
pockets.
supervisor, please?
Hi, brother. What's going on, man? I asked him why am I doing the same.
I know where to give me his name. That's obstruction.
I don't have any weapons, sir. I don't have any weapons.
Please just scoot in as best you can, all right?
Can I sit right here? I mean, I'm not going anywhere.
You have his camera?
I gave it there.
Oh, good. That'll be evidence.
They made for a big guy. That ain't did nothing against the law.
That seat's annoying, sorry. We can't help it.
I did nothing for nobody.
Right. What is It's all right. Let it go.
Whose car is this?
I don't know whose car this is. This is my car.
You know who he is? Who is that? That's Warren Sapp.
The calm yet resolute strength exhibited by Sapp proved to be a potent tactic that eventually brought out the fault lines of the very system that wanted to bring him down. Though he was jailed, his act proved to be an enormous one.
That's Warren Sapp.
Okay, well, he wouldn't give me his name.
Yeah. That's Warren Sapp. NFL player.
Turn on your airbag so you don't get mad.
Hey, what is going on?
All right.
Let me turn my air on before he gets upset.
What's he driving? I don't know.
He came with the guy in the white hat, I believe, right there. But I was issuing this guy a citation, and he wanted to argue because I said,
Obstruction, definitely.
He's gone.
okay,
So, yeah.
all right, I'll get it.
That's what we got. Obstruction.
Get the people that's going to jail.
All right,
The police carried out an arrest illegally. What happens now? Most likely nothing. There have been suggestions for holding the police responsible for their actions. Would they misuse their authority knowing that their money is on the line?
Did y'all stop that body cam?
this is still rolling.
No, mine.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know how to use that. I don't want to mess with it.
It's definitely stopped.
But listen, if you want to request the footage, mine's been rolling the whole time.
No.
No, I understand. And you've been good to me, I understand that, but I'm not the one who arrested you. Are you going to give me your name or no?
Warren Sapp's case was far from an anomaly. Rather, it showed how the entire system was flawed, making it possible for police officers to exercise their power illegally with impunity. No one should have been charged because he knew his rights. If this could happen to a wealthy person who had lawyers, imagine what would happen to the common man.
What was I? What am I here for?
You're being arrested for obstruction.
That's a physical act, right?
No, it's impeding an investigation. It could be physical. It could be refusing to leave. It could be continue to interject yourself into an investigation that's being done on a separate situation.
Wasn't an investigation. It was a ticket being written, right?
It was a traffic investigation.
So after you hand the person the ticket, the traffic stop is effectively over?
Warren Sapp sued the police department for wrongful arrest. In their claim, the attorneys will state that the police officers had no probable cause to arrest Mr. Sapp. The lawsuit will most probably seek compensation from the police department and possibly force them to change their policies on making such an arrest in the future, purely out of ego and not law.
After you hand the person the ticket, the traffic stop is effectively over?
Well, the deputy was still talking.
No, I was asking, after you hand the ticket to the man, the is effectively over? The stop is over?
It depends.
I'm asking.
If the ticket is being explained to the individual who has the physical ticket in his hands, then no, it's not good.
Why he's folding it up?
Mr. Sapp, I'm not going to argue with you.
Oh, no, definitely not going to argue with you.
You'll
I'm just asking.
have your day in court. I understand that. So.
Oh, no, because I just had my rights violated. Your officer said to me, do you want to go to jail? First thing he said out of his mouth to me. I said, excuse me? What's your name? So I laughed. Because I do have a right to remain silent, right? I have the right, Fourth and Fifth Amendment, right?
Yes, you absolutely have a right to remain silent. But you don't have the right to interject yourself into an investigation.
As per Mr. Sapp, it goes beyond a single arrest. It is about accountability, justice, and holding the authorities accountable for how they deal with the people in USA. If they cannot show respect for a legend, what will they do to common Americans?